Well, we're back to working on the Cadillac. The trunk won't close. The little clasp that clasps onto it pulls it down. The motor won't work. So of course you think the motor's broken. Well, good old internet says it could be just the switch. So I got to poking around and it's just a little piece of plastic. So let's take a look. To get to where I am now, I had to take this little cover panel off and 4 screws that attach this right here. So normally this switch, you can see the contactors on the bottom. They go into the motor right here, and that's the only wires to and from it right there. And this will sit down right in there and make this go up and down. And that one little high torques right there is all that holds it in. With that and a little clip back here too, holds it into place. Okay. I clicked this switch down right here and it came up just a little bit, so I know the motor's working, but it's just not doing anything. What I have discovered is where this fastener right here goes, it goes into this piece here and it's broken. And that housing, I believe, is $88. So I'm going to try the baking soda super glue trick that has been working for me on other things to glue this back. It worked, but it don't seem very happy. Like that. Okay, this video will never see the light of day. I'm leaving it like that. Okay, I've had a little time to sleep on this and try to figure this out. I took it all back apart just to make sure I was right. Here's the bottom line. That part that we took the time to try to glue is not holding, and you could hear it. What I gotta figure out is how to hold the switch down all the way. All right, I got a different tripod so I can kind of show you what's going on here. These conductors have to go into that groove right there, and that fastening point is broken. So my objective here is to get this so that those contacts are good and solid. And the only way I can figure out to do that is to use a hose clamp. All right, we're gonna do this temporarily. No, it didn't work.
It didn't work?
Nope. It's not lined up right. It's all right. That's why I didn't tighten it all the way. What happened there was I didn't have this tab. This whole switch was twisted clockwise right here. And this tab wasn't catching, the switch wasn't catching on these tabs. So what I'm doing is trying to rotate this a little more. See a little guide bracket right there that might be helpful. Way down in there. And look at there. Huh. I just fixed it. There's a little guide bracket right there. Make sure that dude's in there good and tight. That's down all the way. Oh, this is gonna work. Up. Click. Did you hear it? All right, so now we'll try the inside popper. Fixed. All right, so now what I want to do is tighten this as tight as I can without breaking anything. All right, to summarize, the plastic housing fastening point broke. We tried to glue it together and it's just too much pressure on it for it to hold. It didn't. To buy a new part, the best price I found was $88. So I saw the mechanics of this, I slept on it, and fortunately I even had one of these hose clamps. We got it around the assembly, the motor actually, and behind it, and we made sure that this part is all the way up against here, and there's a little tiny pin that goes down, a plastic pin from the switch down through the housing. Made sure that was done. Made sure that you can't see it, but there are some connectors in here. You make sure those are connected too, and then you just cinch this dude down real good. Now I haven't cinched it all the way down because I want to make sure it works, but I'm going to. Now the reason I'm being so careful is because it's still plastic. We have a fix. Test it again, keys in my pocket. So now it's a matter of just putting this back together. There you go. I consider this project done.